Another day, another stupidly sized ring challenge. This time, make a florin into a size Z. Just to give you an idea. Size Z. Oops, come on, focus. That's size Z. That's about as big as it gets. Usual thing is set light to it. Not really. Put it on the get it on the blowtorch to anneal it. Oh, got that strange light thing going on. Bang a hole in it. This is 3/8. And then start forming it into a cone, then into a ring. This going up in size is all going to be pretty much stretching the ring. There'll be no need really to use any of these reducing dies. I might though, once it's stretched, use some of the 17-degree dies just to bring the reed edge, focus the reed edge in. Right, let's get on with it then. Here we go. That's the first part completed. We have a 3/8 inch herald in our florin. Now, I always try and go through this. Stop flickering, Mr. Light. I always try and go through this in a logical manner. Do you know what? Hang on. Let's try some different lighting here. Cause I must go and get a proper work light at some point. That's better, isn't it? So a 3/8 inch hole does leave a tiny bit of the detail under this light here. There, but as I start forming it, because this is going to be a size Z, we are going to lose a lot of that as I form it out. The important thing at this stage is to deburr it, to take that edge off there, because any slight imperfection as I start to form it into a ring, any just little scratch or whatever in there can then cause the entire ring to split, and all that work will be wasted. So I'm going to anneal this and then start, I'm going to deburr it, then anneal it and start the fold. Exciting, eh? I've been annealing this so much. I've left the gas torch on a low flame to save me having to relight it every time. I know most of you have seen, crikey, this process from other videos. I'll just give you an idea how we're going size wise, because I'm annealing this lots and lots and lots, and we're still, even on the non-reeded side here, so even on the smally bit, only at a Q. I'll show you, I'll give you a better demonstration of that. So we've got a long way to go. A lot of annealing, and what I tend to find is that water in there gets so hot that the annealing, or not the annealing, that the coin, do you know what I've just done? I've just turned it off. What a muppet. So having just said, I'm keeping it burning so I don't have to keep relighting it, I've managed to turn it off. Oh, well, it is Monday morning. you know, I am going to turn it off now because, well, it's a tiny little bit of a waste of gas, but also I'm going to go and replace that water because this coin's still actually quite warm. So that water, oh crikey, yes, that is, yeah, that's wham, because you're taking red hot metal and dunking it in water. So I'm not going to stretch this anymore just for the second. I'm going to go change my water and make a coffee. Oh God, I so need a coffee. Monday morning feeling, but quite excited because I do like a challenge, as people all know. And so to make this up to a Z, I mean, crikey, that's going to be, it just definitely is going to be a nice challenge. And the customer, obviously I can't give you the full name of the customer, but the customer's first name's Anne-Marie. And there's a strange synchronicity of coincidentalisms today because my sister is called Anne-Marie. Today's her birthday, 30th November is her birthday. So happy birthday, Anne-Marie. And to the other Anne-Marie, thanks for the order. I will have this finished for you today. Up to a size Z. Crumbs. Coffee. Knowing that there's going to be an awful lot more annealing to do. Taking some ice out of the ice machine to plonk in my cooling water. And I've got my coffee in my little winter scene. Look, isn't that lovely? My little winter scene mug. I'm whittling on because, oh, it's got a post box on the other side, look. That's so British. Anyway, right, there's a long way to go on this. What I am going to do is keep cleaning that non-reeded side. I'm going to keep polishing it. So even the slightest little scratch runs the risk of irrevocably turning that coin ring into a piece of scrap metal. Let's see how big we can get it before the next slice of video. Not sure quite how well this is going to come out. Trying to preserve the lettering on the inside, but also I've really cut back on the reed on the inside. The reed's this little bit that sticks out here, for those who don't know, and that makes it a more comfortable fit on the finger. Now, because the reeded side is always thicker than the non-reeded side, it's always going to be, the fit is made to the reed, and the non-reeded side will always be much bigger, and that's so that A, it looks like a ring, and B, that it fits comfortably. And that's the key. You don't want a ring with a ridge on the inside that could be uncomfortable. So on that inside edge there, I don't know if you can see, what a lovely job. I have sanded and polished it. I've been thinking about getting one of those mini hobby lathes to put that in and spin it, but at the moment I'm getting reasonable results, I hope you agree, with just the Dremel, trusty old Dremel. That's the other one, the big one there is one I use for polishing, but the little rechargeable Dremel is perfect for this, and I think that's a nice finish on the inside of the reed. They don't half look boring in this state, don't they? Anyway, I've still got a fair amount of more annealing and stretching to do to get this to a nice comfortable size Z, and all my ice has melted. Doesn't matter. Right, back soon when hopefully we'll have a Z. Oh gosh, this could be a long old sesh, this. Oh well, I've still got some coffee, but I think it might have gone cold. Right, perhaps I ought to dunk the next... no, I won't. I've done that before. Tastes horrible. Right, I put the kitchen paper... Well, it's not written. Molly, don't darling. I put the kitchen paper. Molly thinks I'm talking to someone. He doesn't realise that I'm talking into my phone to record a video. He's a dog. He's not that bright. Well, he is that bright when he needs to be. He knows where the food comes from. What was I saying? I put this kitchen roll on here because when we get to sort of like the really stretchy, biggie stretchy, what we don't want is the metal on metal ruining the lettering on the inside. You lose the detail because the Queen's Head bit in the middle, that will always go because we've punched half of it out anyway. But then, we don't want to squish the lettering. We want to leave some of the lettering. So I stretch it out using that. I can now release the stretch, take that out, move that out of the way so I don't bang my head on it again. And I am hoping that coffee gone. Oh, I'm hoping we're going to be near to a Z. My feeling says an experience. My feeling and experience makes it sound like I know what I'm doing. My feeling and experience tells me I should be within a gnat's whisper. Is that a thing? Is a gnat's whisper a thing? Don't know. Let's see. The anticipation of this is terrible. If this isn't anywhere near, I'm going to have to edit this out because there's going to be a bit of swearing. Let's see how close to a Z we are. I know. Well, look at that. Well. Oh, now you have to, boys and girls, people who watch these videos, you must allow me a moment of extreme gloating. That is spot on. On the reed side, that is spot on. The non-reed side will be bigger, obviously, but we make it so that the snug fit is on the reed side. That's spot on. That's spot on a Z. Spot on a Z. Oh, well. Obviously, I knew it would be. Of course it would have been. I'm an expert. And it's nicely ring shaped. Yes, I'm happy with that. Let's give it a polish. See what it's like when it is all polished up and shiny. The big reveal. Those who've watched this rubbish before will know I've got my little bit of black felt, which I always think is the best way to show these off. And there we have. I've left a tiny amount of patina on the inside, but you'll see what I meant about getting rid of the detail, trying to keep the lettering, etc. Now obviously when you stretch a ring out this size, that metal has to go somewhere and it goes thin, but on the outside I think that works for me. Now do you remember when I talked at the beginning of this video about punching the hole and leaving some of the detail, and I said some of that detail will be lost? The reason I used that size punch was because I wanted the band. Actually, I'll show you, because I've got lots of these. These are all brand new, by the way. So I managed. Oh, sorry, why does that light flicker? I will get a proper light, I promise, folks. Was to the outside of the rose. You see where it goes? It punches through that circle. Here, that detail has been really sort of lost, and it's maintained the circle of the because this here then you see would have been surrounding. Actually, where have I put it? Here it is. Just to give you an idea, that's the original hole. The original hole. It's not a hole. It's what came out of the original hole. That's what we punched, and that's how big we've then had to make that hole. If we just put this side by side with that, you will observe that this is almost the same size. I've stretched out almost to the same size. So there we have, and I'm actually happy that I managed to get that such a beautiful finish on there. that is our size Z 2 shilling coin. I'll have that as a thumbnail, thank you, for the video. Or if I do it like that, I could put the writing underneath. If I zoom out, I could put the writing both sides. I don't know, I'm not an expert at making videos, but that, folks, is your size Z florin. Cheers, my dears. Hope you enjoyed that little video. For Anne-Marie, who sent the order through, I hope you like it. I'll send you this before I ask you what finish you want. And for Anne-Marie, my sister, happy birthday. There you are. That's all, folks. Cheers.